Bulldog.
Welcome to another episode of Third and Three with Coach Roger Holmes, a championship edition of Third and Three with Coach Roger Holmes. I'm Jason Holcomb, joined as always with the coach. Coach, that was one of the wildest games for a playoff. I think the Calhoun game was probably about as close as you come to that kind of crazy atmosphere. Our fans were phenomenal. I haven't seen us travel like that to a game in a while. I mean, we were packing out those stands, and we came away with a 55-45 victory to send us to our 7th state championship appearance in school history. I know that has to sit with you, but I know you're not going to take time to worry about that. But let's just talk about the game. We got out to a 41 to, I can't remember, 20-something lead at halftime, and then they made a fight back and kept keeping it around 10 points. What were you doing across the game there to give our Irish the best chance at victory?
Well, obviously, number one, I want to comment on the crowd because it was the type of atmosphere that we anticipated there in Thomasville for the semifinal game. I think our fans don't realize what a help to this football team it was to arrive there. And there's already 250, 300 people cheering the bus when they came in and cheering for the kids when they did their pregame walk of the field and those type things. So all that was phenomenal, Jason. We got off to a quick start. Jaquez Evans had maybe the most impressive first half that I've had an opportunity to witness in all my years of being around the game of football. It was phenomenal. I think he had around 280 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns in the first half. But again, like we've said all year, a lot of that credit has to go to those guys up front.
In the trenches.
The other running backs blocking well downfield and the wide receivers and just everybody doing their part and doing it well. Defensively, we didn't play as well as we had hoped to play. We didn't play great out in space, and Thomasville just wouldn't quit.
Yes.
You know, they deserve a lot of the credit. We knew going in they were explosive. We didn't anticipate giving up 45, but we didn't think we'd score 55 either, you know. But all in all, it was a great night. It was a long ride home.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long weekend. But, hey, you can walk on hot coals for a week or two if you have to, and that's where we are right now. We're hoping everybody's healthy and ready to go this week. Game time is at, 1 o'clock Friday there in the Georgia Dome. We've talked about Brooks. Our fans are well aware of the talent that group had, and we went down there and played them earlier this year. You know, I talking with a guy yesterday from the Atlanta Journal. He brought out the fact that out of the last 13 times that teams have met in the state championship game that played early in the season, that 10 out of those 13, the team that lost during the regular season had won. You know, that's a big thing for us right now is understanding that
That's motivation enough.
it's motivation for them, and we've got to be the mature group here and understand that beating someone in the regular season and beating them in the playoffs is two different things because those guys, and looking at them on film, the confidence level that they're playing with right now in Brooks County is obvious. You can see it. It's almost like you can smell it on the film. You know, their execution is really, really good. The quarterback-tailback combination are lethal. The quarterback is playing out of his mind, playing like he did really in the first half against us. He was unbelievable. Didn't play quite as well in the second half when we went down there and played before. But at the end of the day, Jason, it's a great opportunity. I'm proud for our administration, our Board of Education, the people in this community. I'm proud for our coaches.
Yes, most definitely.
But the people that deserve to be the most proud of is these young men because they've had a great year. You know, I told them before our game the other night that it's pretty simple, that from a coaching standpoint, I'm at peace wherever this season goes because at the end of the day, you know how it works out. If you win, God, the coach did a great job. He's a heck of a coach and this and that. And if you get beat, hey, I don't know what's wrong with those guys. The coaches screwed it up. They should have thrown more. They should have done this. They should have done that. But, you know, we trust our young men to go out and perform and play hard, and they're going to, and we'll just see how it rolls.
Well, you made life easy for me because you segued. You're getting really good at this TV show business. I think you've been doing it a little while. Yes, these young men have played phenomenally. I remember at the beginning of the year when we had to meet the players, you talked about how big this offensive line was, that it was the biggest, strongest offensive line you'd had the privilege to coach, and they have lived up to their namesake. They have earned every bit of those pancakes that have been on the sideline. I'm hoping that we have a big pack of them waiting. They got to wrap them up good because it's looking like we're going to be cold and rainy on Friday, but that's fine because that's good wing T football weather right there.
We hope.
You know, and want to make sure that people come out. There's all kinds of information that's important to know. We're going to flash the website for you guys to be able to check out all that because there's clear bag policies, no umbrellas. There is something that they'd like to encourage you to do. Go ahead and buy your parking passes and your tickets in advance. Tickets are being pre-sold at Dublin High School right now, $20 a ticket. That ticket price will escalate up to $23 on the day of the game. So take advantage of that. That could be extra money in your pocket that you could use to buy snacks or those rain ponchos because I think we're going to need one. I actually bought me a new raincoat yesterday just for the occasion. But we want to make sure that you guys come out, celebrate this team. Again, only the 7th time in school history that we've made a state championship appearance. 3rd time under Coach Holmes. We need to take advantage of this, celebrate this. Want to have those fans come out just like they did this past Friday. That was just absolutely phenomenal. Again, 1 o'clock kickoff for that game. Come to it. And, Coach, we don't have any more than one game, and that means we only have one more mustache matchup. So we mustache Coach a question. All right, Coach, we're back. Final mustache matchup of the year. Want to make it a heavyweight bout, and this is technically a heavyweight bout in some respects. It's a father-son matchup. Not that we're calling this game anything like that, but we've got Apollo Creed from the Rocky series. There he is. All right, and then we're going to have his son, Adonis Johnson, from the Creed movies. Michael B. Johnson played phenomenal in that. Who you got, Coach?
One of the greatest warriors that ever lived. I'm going with Dad.
All right, Apollo Creed is the winner for the final mustache matchup of the season. We hope that you'll turn out for the final game of the season. 1 o'clock kickoff from Georgia State Stadium, the old Ted Turner Field. It's real easy to get to right off the interstate. Make sure to buy that parking pass on Ticketmaster ahead of time. Tickets are $20 pre-sold at the high school through Thursday. Take advantage of that. Come out and support these young men. Let's win a championship for the Irish. It'd be the 5th in school history. You've been watching 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes.